there has been a 360-degree shift since then, not only in learning a new skill, but also building a new perspective towards life in general. You have, made a mark in my life. The timing also matters a lot. Honestly, the day I signed up for it, I was going through a very dark phase in my life, but this time is not come again. And it just stayed with me. People are showing confidence in me. There's nothing that's going to hold me back. And you too have changed my life since then.
When you recorded yourself explaining a marketing strategy, that 15-20 minutes video, that was the turning point. From that very moment that you had found your true self.
Just get on with it. Don't think a lot. I would cry because I know how miserable she was back then, and I will be so proud of her.
Congratulations. I probably already said this to you 100 times. This is the 101st time I'll say this again.
Thank you.
You're really talented. Your journey is quite inspiring, I would say. And we agree on that you've come a long way in terms of exploring yourself, understanding the challenges, solving them, and the way you have showed up with resilience, that's solid.
This journey is not yet finished, and it has just started. And it started the day I thought of, enrolling myself with you, and there has been a 360-degree shift since then, not only in learning a new skill, but also building a new perspective towards life. You really shaped up my mindset with my skills. You have, made a mark in my life, and I can't thank Karan enough because the timing also matters a lot. If I would have, enrolled myself with Karan a year prior, I would have just had Karan and not you. But I can only tell people how different it has been with you, and how gracefully you have been, with your time. You were asking me while I was giving my interviews, is everything okay? Do you need help? I will never forget that. And also, the thing that has left a mark in my heart is that you were with your family and you didn't let go of my thing. You were there. It's just beyond words to me. Thank you, Z.
But the way you shifted your focus from things you cannot control to the things you can control, that's really incredible. I was confident. I told you the very first day that
Right.
it's your game, it's your universe. If you are here, everything is here.
Before we had a call, the first call we had about knowing each other, I didn't know your existence at all. But then
Glad you didn't
from
say it.
but from the first session, my mind completely changed. Honestly, the day I signed up for it, I was going through a very dark phase in my life. And you still showing up and telling me that, this is life. Things are going to come and go, but this time is not going to come again. And it just stayed with me. People are showing confidence in me. There's nothing that's going to hold me back. And you too have changed my life since then.
The Trushali that I saw at the discovery call was different to the Trushali that I saw after 2 months when you had your session with C. I was
Right.
shocked to see that Trushali is way more confident. Her personality has totally changed.
He shapes up your mindset, which you really don't get to know while you are in the session. But after you're done with your session and you go back and you think, what did I learn? You don't see the PPTs in your head. You see and hear Z's voice.
When
Right.
I talked to you, I felt you had way more context, way more relevance on your shoulders. There were people who saw you as a role model, if that makes sense. And if I can mention, and I'm happy to trim it afterwards if it's not correct, but you teaching biology to your sister via Zoom or Meet online,
Yeah.
that showed me that you actually, in your own space where you can, you are that mentor. You were working at that time in hospitality. I could understand that it wasn't something that aligned with who you identified as, and you
Yeah.
wanted to get out of it.
Hmm.
So to me, it was like it was you in yourself are like or were at that time a small universe. You were running your own things. You had your
Right.
own systems. So I wouldn't look at you at someone who is here to learn how to fix canonical tags. I
Okay.
can I can send you 1,000 videos that explain canonical tags maybe better than I do. But the thing is, how do we elevate you as a person to enable you for the growth you are looking to achieve? That was why I mean, I am an extremely technical person, but I don't think technicality is my USP or my best thing, if that makes sense. So while we did upskilling on the technical side, while we did discuss things like technical SEO and rankings and all that, the real magic happened when you showed up as a leader in your own space. When you recorded yourself explaining a marketing strategy, that 15-20 minutes video, that was the turning point. We could see from that very moment that you had found your true self. Your journey, I mean, from my point of view, it's very much a journey of discovering yourself rather than upskilling. You were a leader in your own small world, but you did not know.
Right.
And I helped you realize that thing.
From working in a hospitality to now going to be working in an agency, which is great and which is in a very
Mhm.
good city. And I wanted to ask you, tell a bit more about your experience with our interview preps that we had.
The perspective you have towards the tasks is way different from what we think as students. Skills can be taught. They are looking for a mindset that can solve and resolve the problems. From understanding the task to making PPT to giving that presentation and practicing it over and over again. Every detail, every minute detail, I'd say, was taken care of you too by you too, and thank you that we were able to go to all of these interviews till third round.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
that's very a good achievement that you cracked first round, second round, and then final round. Obviously, with
yeah,
that is always with the presentation or task or tech. So
yeah,
thank you. Really appreciate your feedback. Apart from that, we have talked about confidence. We have talked about the way Z has helped you in the last 3-4 months. So it took us total 5 months to get where we are now.
right.
Right. So in a few lines, like before even you contacted me, you might have contacted other people as well. So why did you choose us? Like I think when you joined, Z was already there, but it was not in the pictures. He was not on the
Right.
videos.
He was not, yeah.
He was not on the videos. But why did you join us? Like
Because you are no fluff kind of person. And no matter how much it hurts, you are being honest, you are being truthful, you are being somebody on the face, and you're just not here for money. If I were to just tell my fellow immigrants, I'd say that you too are not doing it for money. You have a lot of money, you are in such big positions, you have assets, you have everything you can get. You don't need to do all of this. This is your passion, and this is being done for a reason, for helping others. So it's not done with the intention of money. I will only say that time is less.
yeah.
Please focus on getting yourself enrolled if you don't understand how this market works. So please take help. There's no shame in getting help, and yeah, take the help from the right people, because there's so many people who are just behind you for money, for leads, for just telling on the internet that this person cracked this person cracked that, which is not really true. They they're just faking it out there, but there's somebody who's not faking it. There's somebody who is sitting on the director's position and manager's position and trying to help you out. It's just going to make a difference in your journey. So yeah.
Mhm. Thank you. One last question from my side, and then I will ask Z if he have or you if you want to share anything. A lot of people do mention that our career coaching or skill boot camp is expensive. I know before you join, it looks expensive, but now you have got the job, you might say it's not expensive for me. But if you look at the value that we provide, I want to if you, I want you to imagine you haven't got the job, but the value
Mm-hmm.
and effort we had made, and do you think that it is expensive with the value and
So,
effort
so
that we have made?
Karan, I was working part time when I was, when I got enrolled,
Yeah,
and I saved up so much that I could pay you, because just on the first call, I understood that there's nothing better than this I can get. So if you remember, I paid it all
yeah, yeah,
together,
yeah. I know.
because I was saving up for you, and I thought that if this one call can make such a difference, what is going to happen in these 3 4 months is above my uh, beyond my thoughts. So it is really really important that you understand that this value, this money is not a lot with the value which comes in. It will take us years to sit in the same room as you and Z if we start right now without any help. So this is really, really important to know that this money, rather than going to parties, rather than, going on trips, why don't you just, help yourself, help your career? And that's what I did. Honestly, the last I shopped was last year. The last I went to a party was last year. I made a decision. I wanted to overcome my fear of going back from this country, and I just invested in you. You are an investment, and no one can make me think otherwise.
Thank you, really. I hope you will go. You are going to get your first party uh, next month or maybe this month once you have joined, and buy yourself a good, nice dress for that
Thank
party.
you. Thank you so much, Karan.
I think I would like to appreciate Trish for one thing another thing that she did amazingly, and that is that she was based remotely in a place, and she traveled
Six
for
hours.
interviews to these random places.
Yeah,
That's a bit above my mind. That's not something I could have done.
While I was in a crucial, crucial abdominal pain,
yeah,
I
and
know,
I
yeah.
tried this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like just thinking that you are in this coach for the next 7 hours, you are in pain, you are going to meet some strangers who will assess you for your skills and presentation and technical knowledge. It's usually like it triggers fight or flight response.
yeah.
True.
And I have said flight, not fight. But we're really proud and really,
All
really
But
excited to see
but
that you have, from the
Green,
situations you have showed
it's
resilience.
it's not about the very task. It's not about the task in that day. It's about what I learned from you all these months that paid me off in that interview. It was very few technical questions were asked. They were looking at my mindset, and I remembered that you told me this, that they're not going to look at your task, they're going to see how you look towards a particular thing. And it's months of talking to you and learning from you, and not just that particular task, which helped me.
No, amazing. That's amazing resilience. And one last question. If you look back and talk to the Trish in January 2025, and you had 30 seconds to say something, what would you say?
Just get on with it. Don't think a lot. um I would cry, because I know how miserable she was back then, and will be so proud of her, like I'm so proud of myself right now. I know how much I've worked hard for this, and I know how much of patience and support both of you have given me. If there was somebody else, even if my father would have been here, he would have been, uh, but you didn't leave my hand. Thank you so much about that.
Amazing, amazing. Really happy, and wish you best of luck for a flying trajectory of career.
Thank
And
you so much.
really hope to see you growing and doing things you really want to do in your life.